Hello everybody, welcome back to the final collection update video for June through September of 2019. This is the fun part. This is the video games, because there's all kinds of random stuff in here, so this will be a fun one to go through. We will start off with 4 more pop figures, because they're all video game related, so I wanted to put them here. Crystal's here, if she wants to say hello.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the first pop figure. It's actually Lion Sora. From Kingdom Hearts. It's an E3 2019 limited edition. I actually bought this for you. She likes the animal ones a lot.
Yeah, that's the ones I collect.
What else is there? Sora, Kairi, Riku, Organization 13, Mickey, and a Shadow Heartless. That would be kind of cool, actually. That one's really cool to have. It's Kingdom Hearts, so it's like, yeah.
I love Lion Sora.
But really cool. Then the last 3 we have here are all from the same series. And I kept seeing them. I actually bought the very last one first. And I was like, I should just buy the rest of them and try to get all of them, if possible. But it's actually Warhammer 40k, which is technically... Warhammer's the tabletop. They have tabletop 40k stuff, but I think it started as a video game. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me there. But the first one we got is a Dark Angels veteran. Pretty cool. He looks nice. I like how he looks with the power sword and stuff. The other things in the set are the Ultramarines Intercessor. These 2 are the next 2. Really cool to have this. And then we have a Space Wolves pack leader. This one's actually kind of heavy. Really cool with him and his bolters and stuff. And yep, same 4. I need to try to find that Ultramarine. But he's really cool. And then the last one is the Blood Angels Assault Marine. This was the first one I got because it has the chain sword. And there was a RPG, a tabletop that me and my friends did where my character had a chain sword. So I grabbed it. I actually really like this one a lot. That one's really nice. Yeah, really cool to have this. I guess I'm only missing one in the set. It's the Ultramarine one. But I've never even seen that one. So, otherwise, pretty cool to have. Then we go on to more figurines. We got some Amiibo. A lot of Amiibo, because new Amiibo came out. Re-releases happened. All kinds of stuff. We'll start off with 2 unboxed ones. They re-released some of the Zelda, the 30th anniversary Zeldas. So I did get an unboxed Ocarina of Time link and a Majora's Mask link as well. So really happy to finally have those unboxed, because I do want all the Zeldas unboxed, all the Zelda Amiibo unboxed. The only ones I'm missing, that if I remember correctly, are the Bokoblin from Breath of the Wild, Toon Link, the Smash Brothers Toon Link, the dual pack Wind Waker Link and Zelda, Twilight Princess Link, and Skyward Sword Link. And I have all the Zeldas unboxed and boxed. I have all of them boxed already, but it's just unboxed I'm working on right now. But still really cool to have these 2 for sure. Alright, we move on to some boxed Amiibo now. There's actually quite a few. We'll start off with the ones that weren't brand new. These are both re-releases. First one we're going to get, I got for her again because she really likes Samus. But I grabbed Zero Suit Samus as well, just to have it, because because Crystal's a really big Samus fan. Really cool to have that. I don't mind how it looks. It's not great, but it's not the worst one. So, then the next one we have, funny story with this one. I found out it was being re-released, and I basically pre-ordered it from GameStop, and it came back looking like hell. And I even tried to exchange it, but the ones at the other GameStops were messed up, and so I kind of just have to suck it up and deal with this unless I can find it again. But it's actually a re-release of the original Smash Brothers DDD. But if you look here, the box got kind of screwed up in shipping. Yeah, I'm a little bit upset about that, because I was really looking forward to this one, to having it, because I found that the same thing happened with that dang Meta Knight. It didn't look that great. I just realized that, even though that was from Target. But still, it's whatever. I don't mind. It's gonna be whatever. But it's still really cool to have the Amiibo, at least, I guess. Then we go on to the first new set of Amiibo that was released back in I think it was August, actually. August or July or something. But it's 3 Smash Brothers characters. First up we have Isabelle. Isabelle, the adorable. I had to get Isabelle because she's adorable and a sweetheart, and she's strong as heck in the game. But I had to grab Isabelle. Really cool to have her. And then we got Pichu, and I don't understand the tint going on here.
It's like highlighter yellow.
It's like darkened, but Pichu...
Because the Pikachu doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I know. But Pichu they actually buffed in the new Smash, so it's like, okay, he's not completely worthless like he used to be. But really cool to have that one. It actually looks really nice. And then the last one from that set is Pokemon Trainer. Just by himself. Yeah, I do want all the Pokemon ones, so I had to grab him even though he's just a trainer. But yeah, really cool there. And then they just had some more amiibo actually get released at the end of September. I picked up all of those. So we have, first up, I got Snake because I said I was gonna get Snake. I had to get Snake because random outside series people I get, like Cloud and stuff. But really cool to have him. And then I got the last two Pokemon Trainer associated amiibo, because Charizard already had his, so they decided to release them all separate. So there's Squirtle, looks really good, and Ivysaur, who's actually got some weight to him, and also looks really nice. But really cool to have them as well. There is one more amiibo that I got, but I'm saving that because I got the game too. So we'll show that later in the video. But we did actually get one other accessory. Crystal bought this because she wanted it. It is a Pikachu fight pad for Pokken. But yeah, she got this because a friend of ours has it. And she really liked it, so she went and bought it at the retro game store we go to all the time. So, pretty cool. That was more of a Crystal purchase though. Alright, then we can actually move on to video games now. We'll start off with a couple of, or actually quite a few Steam games here. Steam Summer Sale happened back over the summer during this section of months that we're doing this collection for. And I bought myself quite a few games, plus a friend of mine actually bought me a couple games. First up, my friend Phoenix actually got me all of the Jackbox Party Packs. There's 5 of them, basically by the people who made You Don't Know Jack games. They all have different mini games and stuff and whatnot. We actually played through all of it with a friend of ours, all 5 games. There is a 6th one coming out in the fall, sometime this fall. It's pretty fun because there's different stuff. There's like sound-based games, there's drawing games, there's games based on lying. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed them a lot. I mean, I could go into more detail, but we'd be here for another 30 minutes because there's, 6 games per pack. So, moving on, I bought myself Rainbow Six Siege because I had the first 2 Rainbow Six Vegas games, and my friend has Siege already, and he's like, you need to get it so we can play it together, and it was super cheap. So I picked it up. I don't really know a lot about the Rainbow Six games. I've seen some gameplay of it. It looks pretty cool. Well, it ought to be fun because it doesn't look like a bad game. I also picked up myself Dead Rising 3, mainly because I had Dead Rising 2 on Steam and I just wanted 3. I don't think the first one's on Steam. I'll have to buy it somewhere else. But that's just a zombie hack and slash game that I wanted to play, so there's that done, or that bought. And then I picked up the last Arkham game. I got Batman Arkham Knight finally, after that whole debacle of it being released and pulled from Steam and then put back on Steam. Apparently, it's actually a pretty decent game now.
Why was it?
Because it was the PC version was super buggy.
Oh,
Like
it was
broken.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I picked that up just because I have Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins all on Steam. So I just figured why not. I also picked up Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, which is a sequel to Human Revolution. I've heard it's not that great, but it's a sequel to Human Revolution, and Human Revolution is a lot of fun, so I got that. Don't really have much to say about it. A lot of these I haven't played yet. And then the last game, while not like the biggest game, it's the one I have probably the most to say about, that being Jurassic World Evolution, the new park builder. I've wanted that game for a really long time, or this game for a really long time, because it's a lot like Operation Genesis, and Operation Genesis is super rare, super expensive, so I just picked up Evolution. And in the first 2 or 3 days I played 20 hours of the game because I couldn't stop. Then there's so many dinosaurs in the game. I'm not going to go too much into mechanics of the game, but it's super detailed and there's so many dinosaurs that aren't even in the movies or anything, and there's just so much different things to maintain and unlock. I just really enjoyed it. There was a point where I was baby talking the dinosaurs, and Crystal was all looking at me like I was crazy. I really enjoyed that game. I actually want to unlock everything in that game so I can do a series on this channel for it, just like a park builder with some friends or something. That's gonna be a while before we get to that. But really, really fun game. I actually really enjoyed it. Even though the reviews are mediocre, I enjoy the game a lot. Now we go on to the actual physical video games, finally. We'll start off with a couple of handheld games. First up, this game was actually free at the Retro Game Store. Crystal grabbed it because she played it. She grabbed it, and apparently she's played this game a long time ago. It's actually Monsters, Inc. on the Game Boy Advance.
It was free, so...
It was free.
Yeah.
But you played this, right?
I played that, like, whenever the Game Boy Advance came out. So I was like, what? That was like when I was 11 or 10 or something like that. The music's really good for some reason in that game.
But yeah, okay. Pretty cool. I guess it was free, so why not? Then we have two 3DS games. The first one will be really quick because we already have it. We just bought a second copy. It's Triforce Heroes. A friend of ours wanted to play, so she bought herself a copy so we could all play together. Because I have my copy. So it's just a second copy of the same game so we can all play together. And keep our unlocks and all that stuff. So we've been playing it a little bit. It's actually a lot more fun with more people. By yourself, it's horrible. The last 3DS game we got here, I believe you bought this at GameStop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Star Fox 64 3D. I guess she just wanted to replay Star Fox 64. That's all the handheld games. We'll go on to console games now. We'll start off with the Genesis game. Oh yeah, that's right. I went to the Retro Game Store and spent a little bit of money because I thought I could get this thing, but I couldn't end up getting it. It's complicated. But I grabbed this Genesis game. It's the only Sonic game I think we don't have on there because we have Spinball. It's Sonic 3D Blast, which was also released on the Saturn. But I grabbed it on here because we don't have a Saturn. It's decently well received, but I don't know a lot about it. The graphics are ridiculous. Even on this, I plugged it in and it was like, whoa. But yeah, really cool to have. Then we have a Dreamcast game that I got for free. It's the original NFL 2K, which doesn't even exist anymore. This was back in when like Madden didn't have the rights to all the football games. But I grabbed it because it was free. So, pretty cool to have, NFL 2K. Not much to say, it's an old football game, probably plays like crap now. Then we have a game that I actually deliberately bought. For some reason I decided I wanted all the games in the NBA Jam series, so I grabbed this on the PS1. It's NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC, apparently endorsed by Shaq. I mean, he's on the cover, but still. But it's just like in the style of NBA Jam, but a little bit more 3D. Pretty fun though. I really like the arcade basketball games like NBA Jam and stuff. So really, really cool to have this. Then we go on to a set of PS2 games here that I picked up at the same time as the Sonic game. First one I got because it was on clearance and because it was in a series that I've wanted to buy games for. I have one of them. This is Guilty Gear XX Accent Core. It's actually basically the final version of the one I already have, which is Guilty Gear X, I believe is what it's called. But it's just with some added content, new backgrounds, character voices, animation. But I basically got this because Faust. Faust is the best character in this game. But I remember my friend playing one of the PS4 ones a long time ago, and that's what got me into this. But still really cool to have another Guilty Gear. More fighting games, yay. Then we have a set of games I got for Crystal. It's the Ty the Tasmanian Tiger games. So I actually got all three of them. We have the very first Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2 Bush Rescue, and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 3 Night of the Quincan, I don't know. I know these are like underground platformers kind of for the PS2.
Yeah.
But I don't really know a lot about them.
It's basically just a 3D platformer. That's really all it is.
Okay.
But I saw somebody play this years ago, and I never knew what it was for the longest time. And that Ty the Tasmanian 4 game is trash.
Oh, on Steam? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a mobile game, but... Which isn't... There's nothing wrong with mobile games, because some mobile games can be platformers and be really good. It's just... It just sucks so bad.
Fun fact about this third game, though. It doesn't work on the Slim PS2. There is a list of about a dozen PS2 games that don't work on the Slim. Whether it be audio or graphically or whatever, but it will not work. Like, I tried to take it... I thought it was my PS2 or the game disc, but it played on the Retro Game Store's fat PS2. It's the Slim. I literally Googled it, There's like a Reddit thing about it. It's really dumb. There's like a Tiger Woods game that doesn't work. It's actually really stupid. So I might have to actually buy a fat PS2 to play all my PS2 games. So that's really dumb. But there's one more PS2 game. This is Dothack Infection Part 1. This is the first part. I actually have Part 2. My friend got it at a Goodwill, but I saw this one on clearance, and I'm like, well, I might as well get that. The third one's like $100. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but still. Yeah, this is just an RPG, a JRPG, based on like, it's like an MMO, but like not online. So, really cool. Plus it comes with, another anime DVD for the show, so that ought to be fun. Really cool to have. Really kind of collectible kind of thing, so. Then we go on to more games. We go on to some PS3 games. This first one I got for free. At the same time we bought Crystal bought some of these. It's actually NFL Tour. It was supposed to be like a reboot of NFL Street, but it didn't go over very well. It plays okay. It was free. Not going to complain too much. Then Crystal bought this game actually. We got Lollipop Chainsaw.
I've wanted to play it since it came out, but I never did.
Yeah, over the top, ridiculously like over sexualized, violent game. So it ought to be interesting. Don't know that much about it though. Pretty cool to have though. Then a game I actually picked up at a GameStop because I finally found it for a decent price. And I know like I'm probably never gonna play it, but it's just the meme. So the game is Skate 3. My camera cut out. Sorry, because I know how glitchy and buggy it is and how ridiculous it is, and I just wanted it. Play it. Yeah, I did play it. Really, really, really cool to have, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. And then I believe Crystal actually got this one for free.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's actually South Park: The Stick of Truth. I have it on Steam, but she's like, I might as well just have it. So really cool to have. Yeah, really cool to have. It's a pretty good RPG. I'm pretty sure I talked about it when I got it.
I specifically watched all of South Park, like all 23. There was only 23 seasons at the time. I don't know what they're on now, 24 I think. Anyway, I watched all of South Park, and it took me 3 months just to play this game. So I don't understand everything.
Oh, okay.
And then while I was binge watching it, they make another game.
Oh yeah, that's right. But really cool. Then we go on to a couple more games I bought when I bought all the PS2 games. It's Darksiders 1 and 2. I actually have both of these on Steam, but I don't really like platformer these kind of games on computer. So I just bought it here. They were both on clearance for like $4 or something ridiculous. So I bought them. Unfortunately, the limited edition of 2 obviously isn't going to have all that stuff in it because it's used. But it's a kind of a God of War clone, but it looks really nice. So it's about one of the riders of the apocalypse, one of the 4 horsemen. So really, really cool. There is a third one that I'll have to get at some point, but these 2 are considered really good. And then I believe you bought this too. I got that for free. This might have been another free game word, I don't remember, but it's the Tomb Raider reboot again.
Because I have that on Steam, so I don't know why I would buy it.
So do I, but we got it for free on here. Why not? Really cool. Apparently this reboot's really good, and then the new one, or the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, whatever it was called, was really good, but I like it. It'll be cool. It's cool to have. Alright, moving forward, go on to some Wii U games, actually. Both of these she bought. This first one she bought at the Retro Game Store for sure. It's actually the NES Remix Pack. Yes, I have them both digitally, but having them on a physical disc is much better, so I can actually have it like in my actual collection. So really, really fun. I had a lot of fun playing these with some friends when they first came out, specifically the second one. Really, really cool, just fancy, custom, remade stages. It's really weird. It's a really weird game, but really, really fun. And then the other Wii U game she got was actually Star Fox Zero, another Star Fox game, because she really wanted to play it. And she's been playing it on and off for like last month or so. Really interesting game. I don't know, I've heard it was mediocre, not that great, so well, it's whatever. Then we have 4 PS4 games. This first one I actually picked up at the same time as the NBA Showtime game, because this was what I originally actually went to go get there, because I have the original and the HD remaster, but this is the complete remake of Shadow of the Colossus, one of my favorite PS2 games. I actually bought this because I saw this 40-minute documentary on like how people like went through that game extensively trying to find like the secrets, and like maybe they were missing Colossuses, and it just became this whole like urban legend scavenger. It's really ridiculous, to the point where they like basically like were able to map the entire world of this game on the PS2 like in such detail that when they remade the game, they used that information to remake it as faithfully as possible to the original. And then they actually added this crazy scavenger hunt thing that you can do just because of the people that believed that there was something in the original game. They added something to the remake, which is actually really cool. I haven't really played this yet. I beat the original one though, so I know the game pretty well. Then we go on to probably like the first thing we got from this collection video, to be honest. It is a remade or a remake of another Crash Bandicoot classic that I was really happy was being remade. It is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, a complete remake of Crash Team Racing with all the courses from Nitro Kart, the second game on PS2 as well. So yeah, really cool to have this. It looks nice. It plays really well. I enjoy it a lot. Oh, the microtransactions are a joke, but we don't use that.
But
so
like that's like the only thing in the whole like people. There was like a whole thing about this game where people like before they released the microtransactions, they, you know, obviously people reviewed it before then,
Mm-hmm.
and then the microtransactions came out. So the reviews, like all the reviews and stuff that you read when the game came out before the microtransactions, like they're not accurate because people, you know, obviously didn't think about that.
Okay.
So I don't know about now. This is when the game came out. It's been like what, 2 months?
3 came out in June.
So
4.
yeah, people thought that was kind of sketchy.
But yeah, really cool. And actually, since I pre-ordered the game, it actually came with this really cool dashboard bobblehead too. So that was pretty cool. But really cool to have this because the Crash Bandicoot games on the PS1 are my childhood, so I was really happy to have that. Next up, I finally got SpiderMan on the PS4. I actually got this from a coworker of mine for a good deal. He actually just quit too, but I got it for really cheap, and yeah, we've been wanting to play this since it came out, so really happy to finally have it. It's supposed to be really fun. And then finally, the last PS4 game. We're not quite done with the games, but the last PS4 game we got is actually Kingdom Hearts: The Story So Far on PS4, which is basically 1.5 and 2.5 on the PS4 and 2.8. So 1.5 and 2.5 on one disc, and then 2.8 on the other disc. I got this because I heard the loading times on this were a lot better. So I actually sold my PS3 version of 2.5 and the original 2.8 I sold for some store credit at the retro gaming store we go to, so I can buy something else kind of expensive eventually. But that was really cool to get because I've been wanting to get that for a while now. Alright, next up we have our one Switch game, and it's kind of a big deal. The remake of Link's Awakening in this crazy art style. Unfortunately, we haven't played it yet because I want to play the original because we're playing through the timeline, but I have really high hopes for this game. It also came with this really nice poster, and then turn it around for me. And then on the other side you got Link. So that was pretty cool. I got that for pre-ordering it. And then, of course, like I said, there was one more amiibo that came out, and of course I got the Link's Awakening amiibo. But not just that, I got 2 of them so I could unbox it. So, there we go. We got Link's Awakening, Link and Link. Really happy to have those as well. But we aren't done. There are 3 more games that I got. I mentioned in the DVD and Blu-ray collection that we met with a dude to buy some games. And I wanted to close the video out with these for some reason. But it's 3 NES games. It is Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, and Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. I didn't have these already, and I went and bought them. I actually think I got them in June before we moved. I picked these up for, I think it was like $30 or $35 for all 3 of them. I don't usually talk about how much I pay for stuff, but everywhere I've seen them, Dracula's Curse alone is like $30. So I had to go for this. We had to drive probably 30 minutes just to get these though, because he's way on the other side of town. And then he actually had 2 copies of Castlevania, so I got to pick which one I wanted. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally have these 3 classic games. They were kind of the 3 big games that I was really missing on the NES, or three of the big games I was really missing on the NES. Yeah, I have all 3 Castlevanias and Castlevania 4, so, and Symphony of the Night, so all the big Castlevania games I have now, actually. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, really happy to finally have these. And that is it for the video games collection update for the collection update of June through September of 2019. This is the end of the whole collection video series, actually. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed all of these videos. I will be back eventually. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these videos, but there are series I'm going to bring back and start at some point. And yeah, so you'll be getting some sort of content eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, ECW 1, the anime collection should be up sometime this month. Yo, if you have any sort of social media at all, dude, DM me on YouTube or follow my Twitter, CAPT Random 1990, and any other subscribers, feel free to follow me on there as well. But yeah, Easter egg.